Yes guys, it's your boy Cam, CTV, Cam Talks Boxing, back with another video. Jake Paul v Tommy Fury, my reaction. What did you make of it last night? Let's talk about it. Yes guys, let's go straight into it. So Tommy Fury defeated Jake Paul and took his O for the first time last night. And guys, make of it what you want. For me, in summary, Tommy Fury was very underwhelming. I was not impressed by him at all. And nevertheless, he did win clearly and convincingly, especially if he didn't get a point taken off and without that knockdown, which was a knockdown. He got knocked down by a jab. And then Jake Paul, he actually impressed me. He's a lot better than I thought. I don't know who these so-called people are who thought Jake Paul would win. I don't think they're proper boxers or boxing fans. I don't know. For me anyway, I always thought and expected and thinking logically, thought Tommy Fury should win this. He's a professional boxer, so be it. He's not very great. He's not great, is he? But still, Jake Paul is not a professional boxer. He hasn't, up until yesterday, fought a professional boxer, and he has numerous flaws in his game. And for those of you who couldn't see that, I don't know what's wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? So Jake Paul actually did a lot better than I thought. I thought he showed he's got a chin. I think he's got a dog in him. He's tough. He's walking him down. He's really trying. You know, he's trying to land. He's trying to get that knockout. And he's got a lot of perseverance. He's got his endurance is. Well, let's talk about endurance actually. Both of them were getting gassed quite a bit, and it wasn't pretty to watch at all. It was very frustrating. I bought the pay-per-view. Glad the co-main event was quite good. Firefight. I knew someone was getting knocked out, and whilst I'm on that, hats off to Badou Jack, 3-time world champion. Free-weight world champion. He's now the WBC cruiserweight champion of the world at the age of 39. Really happy for him. I remember when he was with Mayweather and the Money Team back 5, 6, 7 years ago. He was a great fighter. He has a great legacy. I always remember that fight with De Gale he had in Vegas? And it was a split draw, wasn't it? It was a controversial draw. What a fight that was. He was a solid, dangerous super middleweight. He moved up to light heavy, obviously won WBA light heavyweight championship, and then I think he got defeated by Marcus Brown. But yeah, hats off to him. Makabu, great fighter as well. He actually looks like the older fighter, but he's actually younger. He's only 35. But yeah, back to the card. I was a bit disappointed. I watched it with two of my friends. A lot of clinching, a lot of holding, and let's start off with a little bit of a breakdown of Tommy. Tommy, in the first round, he started quite strong, started quite fast with the throw and the right hand, but he really fails to. He reminds me of McGregor when he fights. He really does those, like, he's not really good at managing range. He's got a decent jab, but he's not really good at landing that right hand. They both couldn't fight on the inside, and a lot of clinching. They're both really raw novices, you know, especially Jake Paul. And at times, Jake Paul probably looked, in my opinion, he actually looked a bit more comfortable in his style. But yeah, he was just getting absolutely outboxed by Tommy Fury, as he should have. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm not pumping Tommy Fury by any means. Like, Fury won, like, convincingly in my opinion, but he's just so disappointed because I thought I really expected Tommy Fury, or hoped he just blast Jake Paul out of there within 5 rounds, which that was my prediction. But yeah, Jake Paul, it's a win-win for him. Look, you don't need to mess around with boxing now. He can have those fights, KSI, Alison Gibb, Salt Pappy, and he's better than all of them. He'll knock them out. Do you get what I mean? And he can still have those fights. Nate Diaz, he's still gonna make pay-per-view. He's still gonna make big money. And he took his fight like a man. Took his loss like a man. He not making many excuses. And I do like Jake Paul. I'm not going to lie. I like him. He's got a lot of self-confidence. He's a driven individual. He's a very smart businessman, and you can only aspire to be someone like that. So be it. He might have bad traits as well, and a lot of people don't like him for various reasons. But I think for some of those points are made. I think he's doing really well for himself. But yeah, as for Tommy Fury, what does the future hold for him? I can't see him. I don't think he's a prospect. I don't see him being a world champion, let alone a European or British champion. But hey, I hope he gets. I hope he changes. He's only 23 years old. I hope by the time he's 27, he would have trained with a Shane McGuigan or someone of that caliber, and I hope he would have improved. I hope he, takes boxing seriously. But at right now, he's just at that level of a carry on fighting journeyman and maybe working your way up with Frank Warren and Queensberry, or have those big paycheck fights like KSI, Salt Papi, etc. But he can improve. But as things stand, he hasn't got a big future. He's not great. I'm not going to be harsh on Tommy. I like Tommy. I backed him even when he post-fight when my friends were giving him a weird look. Why is he crying? Obviously, look, he's overwhelmed with emotion. But I think that was more just the fact that he's had a lot of pressure on him. He's had a lot of stick. That he's not a boxer, which he is. Even though we might not think he's great, he's won this fight. He was talking about getting disowned. That's a lot of mental pressure on you for such a young man. So hats off to Tommy Fury. A lot of respect for you. Like I said, look, I'm not hating against you. I hope you focus on boxing. I hope you improve. I hope you get a new trainer, because I'm not sure how I love John Fury. I really like him. I'm not sure how far he can take you. But yeah, look, if boxing's what you want to do, focus on that and keep improving. Why can't he improve? Look, he's got the money now. Reinvest that into yourself. Reinvest that into boxing like Jake Paul has. Look how much Jake Paul's improved over the last 3 years. Why can't Tommy Fury improve? If he gets the right sparring, he takes it seriously, he wants to do it full time. If his head's in it, he can do it. But if he wants to just, which is fair enough as well, if he just wants to have these celebrity fights, he's a big name himself, he's a celebrity, he's got his daughter now, if he wants to make money, that's fine. It's all about his intentions, and he has to make that clear with us, because then we're going to judge him based on that. And if he's saying he wants to become a world champion, he's got a long way to go. But guys, what's next for Jake Paul? So much. KSI, Nate Diaz, probably Nate Diaz fight in Vegas or something. So yeah, what more to say, guys? I'll be back with another video. Talking numbers on the phone.